Hey, Isa. This is the random team break. The PYT is 4 spots away from filling, so not quite full, but it's 4 mini spots away from filling. So the hurt's gonna have to wait. The hurt will have to wait after this. So hopefully, by the time we finish this 6 box break, the other 4 mini spots will be taken in the PYT, and then we can break that right after. So all right, just gonna start tagging everyone that's in the break, and then we can get started and pick our 6 boxes and go from there. Sound looks like it's good. Picture, just gonna double check. Oh, is that for the title? Zaruka versus Charlexa. Zaruka versus Charlexa. Nice. Is that for the title? Oh, whoa, wow. Okay, cool. Cool. I have to catch up. I'll catch up later on tonight after we break all this. Hans. Hans is back. I think I got everyone. All right, there we go. All right, I think I tagged everyone that's in the break. Give it a few more minutes. I did pin the random list on top. It kind of looks weird on the mobile, but we'll go through the list again. I didn't see any trades to speak of. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is our random team break. So we're gonna take 6 boxes, half a case from this, and then we're gonna break that. That'll be our break, and then the second half will be posted immediately after. So we'll give it a couple more minutes for people to file in. Last I checked, and I'll check on my end right now. Last I checked, maybe I should use this one. Last that I checked, there were still 4 spots left in mini 1, which is now our final mini. So just double check here. Yeah. No, we got Dylan took spots 1 and 10. So there's 2 spots left on that one. So 2 spots left, and then we can fill that PYT. All right. So let's get started on this. This is our case right here. Full case, sealed right there. There's a seal on the bottom, like so. Let's open it up, and then we'll choose our 6 boxes, and then we'll go through the team list before we run the break or reopen the boxes. All right, time for the waterfall. Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, not bad. There we go. There's our empty case on top. There it is. All right. Not too bad. Okay, let's separate this into, we'll take the middle here. We'll put it there. Put it there. All right. Issa's not in this, Joe. But yeah, he'll still need all the luck. He'll still need all the luck. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. People who are watching the feed, which side are we going to go with? Left or right? First one to comment. That's what we're going to go with. Left or right for this break? Anyone? I know we got 4 people watching. Even if you're not in this break, all I need is one person to comment left or right. Or is the video not working? Oh, video's working. Tony, not in the break, but watching. Thank you, Tony. You've decided everyone's fate. Here we go. So this will be we're going to go with the left side. So we're going to write down 1 here. All right, this is going to be number 2. There we go. Number 2. All right. So this will be for the second half. So I'm just going to move this side. Move them away. All right. This will be our 6 boxes for this half here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. All right. Move them over, set up my stands, and then we will go through the team list. Unfortunately, my printer just ran out of ink today, so I did not have time to go and grab new ink. So I did post the list I did pin it in the comments, but we will go through the list right here. So I'll bring it up here on the screen. All right. Okay. So here is our team list. Like I said, it is pinned to our comments as well. So here we go. Here we go with our 25-26 Series 1 6-box random teams. Here is the team list. David Levesque, you got the Pittsburgh Penguins, first time breaking with us on Impact. Jason Heflin, you got the Washington Capitals. Richard, you got the Minnesota Wild, Edmonton Oilers, and the Florida Panthers. Ryan Klenman with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Amrick with the St. Louis Blues. Human with the Seattle Kraken. Andrew James with the Colorado Avalanche. Hey, Sammy, how's it going? Jason Kellogg with the Anaheim Ducks. Human with the Philadelphia Flyers. Jason Barbosa with the Rangers. Who do you have? Oh, we'll get to it. Mark Gallinger with the Detroit Red Wings, Andrew James with the Nashville Predators, Ryland the Vegas Golden Knights, Jason Heflin with the New Jersey Devils, Samuel Baum with the Carolina Hurricanes. Not bad. Ryan Suzuki is in this. He should be a decent young gun. Jason Kellogg with the Buffalo Sabres, Ryan Clemens with the New York Islanders, Human with the Dallas Stars, James Paul gets his Montreal Canadiens. Good luck to James. Jason Barbosa with the Utah Mammoth, Ryan Clemens with the San Jose Sharks, Jason Barbosa with the Columbus Blue Jackets, Jason Heflin with the Ottawa Senators, Danny with the Winnipeg Jets, Joe Chung with the Calgary Flames, Danny Kohler with the Chicago Blackhawks, Bill Cunningham with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Jason Kellogg gets the LA Kings, Vancouver Canucks, and Boston Bruins. Oh, yeah, it's late over there, eh? On a Friday night? No worries, no worries. You got used to the time there, right? All right, so that is our team list. Let's bring it back to our main screen right there. I'm just going to remove that for now. So, yeah, I don't have the sheets available, unfortunately, but there you go. It's on screen. So that's what we got going over there. Hey, Rob Howe, watching over on YouTube. How's it going? Yeah, this is the random teams that we're doing right now. Right after this, we'll do the PYT. So you got Vegas, the Vegas Golden Knights in the PYT. That'll be next, right after this. We got 2 left in the final mini, in mini 1. 2 left to fill up the PYT. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna take these 6 boxes, move it over. We do have a screen on the bottom there, so you can see all the cards, or all the boxes are still on screen. All right, just gonna move that over. All right, here we go. Good luck to everyone. Here we go with box number 1. Box number 1. Let me just bring that down just a tad more. There we go. Okay, guys, here we go. Number 1, box number 1. Here we go. Good luck. I don't have my garbage can beside. All right. Here we go. 25-26, Series 1. Empty box. All right, good luck. Now I'm going to bring it up a bit. There we go. All right, here we go. Pack 1. All right, there's your look at your base. There are celebration cards here, which pretty much look like base apparently, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Here we go. First hit going to the Vegas Golden Knights. Pop count 500. Alex Pietrangelo. I believe Vegas is going to Ryland. We got Brady Tkachuk for the Ottawa Senators. Bustle. And Seth Jarvis, UD Portraits. And there's your base. So there you go. First hit going to Ryland. Pop count 500. Bobby close that mini. All right. So we can definitely run the PYT right after this, guys. Can run the PYT right after that. All right. We'll take care of that right after this break. Young Gun Canvas going to Chicago Blackhawks of Sam Rinzel. Going to Danny Kohler, the Chicago Blackhawks. Oliver Rodrigue, Young Guns for the Edmonton Oilers. Austin Matthews for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I will sleeve up those Young Guns afterwards, guys. Wow, nice hit for the Seattle Kraken. We got a Young Gun clear cut of Victor Osman. Victor Osman. Who had Seattle? Seattle going to Human. Wow. Nice hit. Victor Osman for the Seattle Kraken. Alex DeBrincat for Detroit, and Jeremy Swayman for the Boston Bruins. We got Nate McKinnon for the Colorado Avalanche. What is this? Sizzle reel? Not bad. Going to Samuel Bond in the Carolina Hurricanes. Ryan Suzuki, Young Guns, and a Leon Draisaitl for the Oilers. Let's make sure. Yep. Dazzlers Blue Jake Neighbors for the St. Louis Blues. We got a UD canvas of Brent Clark for the LA Kings. Jason Robertson for the Dallas Stars. Compositions. Dalibor Dvorsky Encore. I believe that's how you pronounce his first name. Dalibor Dvorsky for the St. Louis Blues. Encore. Samuel Harrison for the Philadelphia Flyers, and a Young Guns for the Detroit Red Wings of Dominic Shine. Dominic Shine going to Detroit. Samuel Montembeault for the Montreal Canadiens. We got Ethan Frank, Young Guns for the Washington Capitals. And Matt Zuccarello, Portraits for the Minnesota Wild. Getting a lot of Young Guns in this one, guys. This one box is already giving. Joachim Kemmel. Encore for the Nashville Predators. Steven Stamkos for the Nashville Predators. Oriented. And Quinn Hughes, Sizzle Reel for the Canucks. Compadres, Toffoli and Celebrini for the San Jose Sharks. Nice. What a box. Ryan Leonard for the Washington Capitals. Young Guns. That's going to Washington. Elias Pettersson for the Canucks. Can't remember who got Washington. Jason Heflin with the Washington Capitals. There we go. Bustle of Owen Tippett for the Philadelphia Flyers. Canvas of Jeremy Swayman and Adam Fox for the Rangers. Encore Ryan Leonard for the Washington Capitals. Sizzle Reel Philip Forsberg for Nashville, and also for Nashville, Matthew Wood. Young Guns. How many Young Guns did we get in this box? All right, and our last pack is a Matvei Michkov Silver Outburst for the Philadelphia Flyers. Kyle Connor, Sizzle Reel for the Winnipeg Jets, and a Connor Bedard composition for Chicago. Box number 1 is in the books. Let's move that base and sleeve up these Young Guns before we move up to the second one. Wow, we got, how many Young Guns did we get? Including the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 regulars, a clear cut, and a Young Gun canvas. That's pretty good. We will take that. All right, just going to top load these ones, and then we will move on to box number 2. Nice first box. All right. Moving on to box number 2. All right, box number 2. Empty box. All right, box number 2. Connor McMichael, canvas for the Washington Capitals. Going to the Carolina Hurricanes, Justin Robidas, Young Guns for Carolina, and Clayton Keller for Utah. Encore, Josh Morrissey for the Jets, Cup Quest of Bedard for the Blackhawks, Elvis Lincolns, tracking systems for the Jackets. Bustle of Moritz Seider for the Detroit Red Wings. We got Young Guns to the Anaheim Ducks. Tim Wash for Anaheim. Nate McKinnon, goal-oriented for Colorado. Blue Dazzlers of Logan Cooley for Utah. Nick Foligno for the Chicago Blackhawks. And Tage Thompson for the Sabres. Tim Stützle for Ottawa Senators. Evan Bouchard for the Edmonton Oilers. And a Young Guns for Boston of Riley Duran. Riley Duran. Going to Boston. Oh, this one's different color. Bustle of Matthew Knies. That is a red. As you can see on the back, we got a blue. This one is numbered 80 out of 199 going to Toronto. Matthew Knies. We got a blue version going to the Toronto Maple Leafs and Tim Stützle for the Ottawa Senators. Canvas of Adam Lowry for the Winnipeg Jets. For the Seattle Kraken, Young Guns, Nicholas Coco. And we got a Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for the Edmonton Oilers. We got a clear cut of Tyler Toffoli for the San Jose Sharks. Erik Karlsson for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And a Jake Ottinger tracking systems for Dallas. Jared McCann, sizzle reel for the Seattle Kraken. Young Guns for New York Rangers, Gabe Perreault. That is going to Jason Barbosa. Austin Matthews for Toronto Maple Leafs. It's not doing good. Nope. We got a speckled sizzle reel of Connor McDavid for the Edmonton Oilers. UD Canvas checklist of Kaprizov and Ovechkin. This will be a random between Minnesota and Washington. Put that over to the side. Jesper Bratt, goal-oriented for the New Jersey Devils. Dustin Wolf, encore for the Calgary Flames. Nazem Kadri, bustle for the Calgary Flames. And another Young Gun for Seattle, Yanni Neiman. Or Yanni Neiman. Neiman or Neiman? Going to the Seattle Kraken, Young Guns. Seattle's got 4 Young Guns in this set. Last pack of box 2. We got a silver outburst of Adam Fox for the Rangers. UPL for the Buffalo Sabres. And a Alex Ovechkin composition for Washington. All right, that was box number 2. All right, this will be a random between Minnesota and Washington. We will do that at the end. Nice Gabe Perreault. We will move Suzuki over. All right, 4 more boxes to go after we sleeve up these Young Guns. We'll move the pop count, change that to the Matthew Nyes. You have, double check again. 1 second here. You have the Tampa Bay Lightning. Is it just the one spot? And New York Islanders and San Jose Sharks. Sharks, Islanders, and the Lightning. There we go. Oh, Winnipeg Jets. Oh, no, sorry. That's Danny Kohler. Yeah. So Tampa Bay, San Jose. What did I say? And the New York Islanders. There you go. That's who you have, right? Oops. I don't have my sheet, unfortunately. Like I said earlier, my printer did run out of ink, so we have to go digital on this one. Okay, here we go. Box number 3. You're welcome, Ryan. Empty box. So the PYT is going to go right after this. We'll just run the mini quickly. And then once we run that mini, we will get down to running the PYT. All right. Kevin Hayes for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sam Rinzel, Young Guns for the Chicago Blackhawks, and a Connor Hellebuck for the Winnipeg Jets. Cup Quest. We got a blue encore of Clayton Keller. That is not numbered, but it is blue. So it just says blue on it. Going to the Utah Mammoth. Encore of Adrian Kempe for the LA Kings. And a Sebastian Aho sizzle reel for Carolina. Mackenzie Blackwood for the Colorado Avalanche. Young Guns of Noah Ostlund for the Buffalo Sabres. And a Brent Clark for the LA Kings. Yeah, send me when you get back home. Send me a message and we can figure something out. Blue Dazzlers of Alex Ovechkin for the Washington Capitals. Blake Coleman, canvas for Chicago, and Kirill Marchenko, goal oriented for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Clayton Keller, encore for Utah Mammoth. Compadres of McDavid and Draisaitl for the Oilers, and a Young Guns for the Philadelphia Flyers of Carson DeWart. Carson DeWart for the Philadelphia Flyers. All right, we got holotypes. I believe this is one per case. Holotypes of Jordan Kyrou for the St. Louis Blues. We got a sizzle reel of Kirill Marchenko for Columbus Blue Jackets and a Robert Thomas for St. Louis. Mr. Ryan McDonald, long time no see. William Eklund for the San Jose Sharks. Canvas. We got a Young Guns for the Winnipeg Jets of Parker Ford. I must say, the names on this Young Gun check on this year's Young Guns for Series 1, much easier to pronounce. Adrian Kempe for the LA Kings. Ryan, what have you been up to? Lane Hudson, Encore for the Montreal Canadiens. UD Portraits of Nazem Kadri for the Calgary Flames. And an Aiden Hill for Vegas. Zach Rowinski for the Columbus Blue Jackets. And we got a Young Guns of Jacob Gauthier. Jacob Gauthier. Jacob Gauthier. That is going to the Philadelphia Flyers. Wyatt Johnson for the Dallas Stars. UD Portraits. Busy and broke. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that one. Darcy Kemper, Tracking Systems for the LA Kings. That is a Sparkle. Chris Letang, Canvas for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Kyle Connor for the Winnipeg Jets. 2 more packs to go. Troy Terry for the Anaheim Ducks. Bustle of Sam Reinhart for the Florida Panthers. And a Young Guns for the Anaheim Ducks of Ian Moore. All right, last pack of box number 3. We got a outburst coming up, and it's going to the Minnesota Wild. Yakov Trenin. Outburst for the Minnesota Wild. Compadres of Matthew Tkachuk and Alexander Barkov for the Florida Panthers. And Braden Point for Tampa Bay. All right. That was box number 3. We're going to move on to box number 4. Well, it's good to see you again, Ryan. It's been a while. You can always just come out and hang out with us here at the breaks. Watching the breaks are free. Getting the cards is what you pay for. Put that one on the stand in a sec. All right, there we go. Let's move on to box number 4. All right, let's put that one up over there. All right, move this base out, and then move on to box number 4. All right, box number 4. Good luck. We are past the halfway point now. Still looking for our demigod to show up. Elvis Merlinkins for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Quinn Hudson. Young Guns for the Edmonton Oilers. And Lane Hudson. Compositions for the Montreal Canadiens. Chris Letang for the Pittsburgh Penguins. We got UD Portraits Sparkle of getting Malkin. And the Brinkett and Larkin Compadres for Detroit Red Wings. Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers. Young Guns for the Tampa Bay Lightning of Jack Finley. Jack Finley for Tampa Bay. Jared McCann for the Kraken. We got a Blue Dazzlers of Thatcher Demko for the Vancouver Canucks. Sidney Crosby for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Zach Werenski for Columbus. Pavel Zacha for the Boston Bruins. Kent Johnson sizzle reel for Columbus. Oh, wow. Second Ryan Leonard going to the Washington Capitals. Young Guns. There you go, Washington. Doubling up on your Ryan Leonards. Going to the Washington Capitals, we got a pop count 1000 of John Carlson for the Washington Capitals. Philip Grubauer for the Seattle Kraken tracking systems, and Philip Forsberg for Nashville. Wow, nice. We got a Young Gun canvas checklist. This is going to be between St. Louis and Calgary. We got Dalibor Dvorsky for St. Louis and Zane Parekh for the Calgary Flames. So we'll run that random at the end. Speaking of Calgary, we got Rory Kearns, Young Guns for the Calgary Flames, and Cole Caulfield for Montreal. We got a clear-cut checklist. My goodness, how many randoms are we going to do? We're just going to do left-right, guys, for this one. We got a random between New Jersey and Tampa Bay. Jacob Markstrom for the New Jersey Devils and Andrei Vasilevsky for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So that's another random we're going to have to do. We're just going to do a left-right on that one. William Nylander for the Toronto Maple Leafs and a Matt Boldy for Minnesota. Tracking systems of Dustin Wolf for Calgary. Oliver Rodrigue, Young Guns for the Edmonton Oilers, and Brendan Hagel, portraits for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I believe that's our second Oliver Rodrigue. We got a Sparkler bustle of Matt Boldy for the Minnesota Wild. Jack Hughes for the New Jersey Devils canvas, and a Matty Beniers for Seattle. Encore of Cole Caulfield from Montreal. Compadres of Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov for Carolina. And a Young Guns of Matthew Wood. Doubling up on the Matthew Wood for the Nashville Predators. All right, last pack. It is a Silver Outburst Young Gun going to the Columbus Blue Jackets of Owen Sillinger. Nice hit for Columbus. We got Mason McTavish for the Anaheim Ducks and a Timo Meier for the New Jersey Devils. All right, that was box 4. Moving on to box number 5. All right. All right, we'll just top load these and then we'll move on to box number 5. Like I said, right after this, we will be doing our PYT 12-box master, or not master case, 12-box case. All our minis are now full. I apologize again if I'm not announcing your team names. I don't have the sheet in front of me, unfortunately. It is pinned to the comments. All right. All right, let's move on to box number 5. All right, I'll just leave these ones up and we'll run that random at the end. It will be a left-right random. All right, box number 5. Here we go. Good luck. Oh, this one has extra glue on the... There we go. All right, empty box. Here we go. Here we go, pack 1, box number 5. We got Josh Norris for the Buffalo Sabres canvas. Ville Koivunen. Nice hit for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Young Guns of Ville Koivunen and Matthew Wood for Nashville. Beauty portraits. We hit was it? Oh no, it was Clayton Keller. Now we have the blue of Logan Cooley for the Utah Mammoth. For the Seattle Kraken, Vince Dunn, and a Connor McDavid sizzle reel for the Edmonton Oilers. Cale Makar for the Colorado Avalanche. Young Guns of Ozzy Weisblatt. Ozzy Weisblatt for the Nashville Predators. And a Matthew Tkachuk for the Florida Panthers. Philip Gustafson, Blue Dazzlers for Minnesota. Chris Tanev for the Toronto Maple Leafs, canvas. Erik Karlsson, Pittsburgh Penguins. Lucas Raymond, encore for Detroit. Owen Tippett for the Philadelphia Flyers. Nice hit for Chicago. Young Guns of Artem Lashunov going to the Chicago Blackhawks. Nice hit, Chicago. We have a deluxe 222 out of 250 for the Philadelphia Flyers of Jamie Drysdale. That is going to Philly. Darcy Kemper for the LA Kings and Jason Robertson for the Dallas Stars. Canvas of Connor Bedard going to Chicago Blackhawks. Young Guns for Nashville of Joakim Kemmel. Joakim Kemmel for the Nashville Predators. Dougie Hamilton for the New Jersey Devils. Wow, for a base card, that's actually really nice. Macklin Celebrini, encore for the San Jose Sharks. Alex Ovechkin, speckled gold oriented for the Washington Capitals. Cole Perfetti for the Jets. We got Cam Talbot for the Detroit Red Wings. Another Ryan Suzuki going to the Carolina Hurricanes. There you go for Samuel Bond. Connor McDavid for the Edmonton Oilers. All right, Dustin Wolf for the Calgary Flames, speckled. Roman Josi canvas for the Nashville Predators. Lucas Raymond for Detroit. Encore of Miro Heiskanen for the Dallas Stars. Thatcher Demko for the Vancouver Canucks, and Young Guns for the New York Islanders of Mark Gatcomb. Mark Gatcomb. All right, last pack of box number 5. We got a silver outburst of Matt Dumba going to the Dallas Stars. Logan Stankoven for the Carolina Hurricanes, and Jonathan Marchessault for the Nashville Predators. All right, that is box number 5. All right, we have one more box to go. We are sweating it with Montreal. Otherwise, that second half is going to be absolute craziness, which we will be posting tomorrow. I will give the exact time of when I will be posting it. I'll give you guys fair warning, especially if the card that we're looking for does not come out in this last box. So stay tuned for that. Let's see what comes out of this last box and then go from there. Even if we do get the Demidov, there's always a good chance that there's 2 in the case. So that's second half should still be pretty good. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. We got one more box to go in this half. In this break. All right, let's change it up. Gabe Perreault, you can go down. Put Koivu up. All right. Here we go. Box number 6. There we go. Last box of the break. Good luck. Here we go. There we go. All right, empty box. All right, guys, good luck. Here we go. Last box of the break. We got a UD canvas of Jarrett McCann for Seattle. Jack Finley, Young Guns for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And a Josh Morrissey for the Winnipeg Jets. Samuel Ersson for the Philadelphia Flyers. Tyler Toffoli for the San Jose Sharks. And a Matthew Knies for Toronto. Cool. Wyatt Johnson for the Dallas Stars. Skylar Brindamore for the Carolina Hurricanes, Young Guns, and the Sebastian Aho for the Carolina Hurricanes. Matthew Barzal, Dazzlers for the New York Islanders. Valerie Nikushin, canvas for Colorado, and Zach Hyman for Edmonton Oilers. Quinn Hughes for the Vancouver Canucks. Philip Gustafson for the Minnesota Wild. And then Elias Pettersson, Young Guns for the Vancouver Canucks. We got a deluxe 43 out of 250 going to the New York Rangers of Sam Carrick. Sam Carrick deluxe out of 250. Seth Jarvis for the Carolina Hurricanes. Matthew Tkachuk for the Florida Panthers. Young Gun canvas of Michael Callahan for the Boston Bruins. Colton Dach or Dotch. Young Guns for the Chicago Blackhawks. Jack Eichel for the Vegas Golden Knights. We're not there yet. We got a black and white canvas of Anthony Duclair for the New York Islanders. Philip Gustafson for the Minnesota Wild. And a compadres of Makar and McKinnon for Colorado. I know we got 4 packs to go. If there's I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it yet. We still got 2 more young guns coming our way. Mason Marchment, sorry. Sizzle reel for the Dallas Stars. Dalibor Dvorsky, young guns for the St. Louis Blues. And a Sean Monahan for Columbus. Artemi Panarin and Alexis Lafreniere, compadres for the New York Rangers. Jordan Binnington for the St. Louis Blues. Erik Karlsson for Pittsburgh. All right, 2 packs to go. Have you? Oh, man, that's brutal. That's brutal. There should be at least every young gun should be represented in a master case. So that's not cool. I would complain. Because people who buy cases, they're expecting to get every single young gun. So that's the way it should be. You shouldn't be missing any young guns in a case. Nico Hischier for the New Jersey Devils. Dylan Holloway for the St. Louis Blues. And a Nikita Tolopilo, young guns for the Vancouver Canucks. Oh my goodness. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Here we go. Last pack. Do we get a second one, or it's maybe it could be the Outburst? Jake Gensel, Silver Outburst for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Luke Evangelista for the Nashville Predators. And a Linus Ullmark for the Ottawa Senators. Wow. There we go. That is it for the break. Crazy. Well, I guess that second half is going to go really fast. Not going to post it today. I will post it tomorrow. Like I said, I will give everyone in the group a heads up. So stay tuned in the group. I will let you know in the morning when it will be posted. So I will give you guys ample opportunity. My apologies to James Paul. Oh, gosh. He once spotted the Montreal Canadiens and didn't. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, we can try again for the second half and see what happens. The price will remain the same, $35 a spot or $3 for 100. Like I said, I will post it tomorrow. Give you guys fair warning in the group. So if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you check out the group. If you want to take a crack at Ivan Demidov, potentially. Now that I'm hearing that Dennis saw a case with no Demidov on it, which is insane. That would suck. All right, there we go. And that is it. We will run the random right now for our three dual cards. It will definitely be a random. We got to keep it because we did that last one as a random. The first 6 as a random, so we'll definitely keep it at a random as well. I think it's only fair because then everyone will be wanting Montreal. That'd probably be the only team. Maybe Calgary because we didn't get any Parake young guns, but we got 2 Ryan Leonards for Washington, so that probably is done for them. And we got 2 Ryan Suzuki's for Carolina, so that's pretty much done for them too. So it will definitely be a random. Speaking of randoms, we got 3 cards. We're going to random off. We got a Young Gun canvas, our Young Gun UD canvas checklist going between St. Louis and Calgary, Dvorsky and Parik. We got a clear-cut checklist between the New Jersey Devils and Tampa Bay Lightning, Markstrom and Vasilevsky. And we got a UD canvas checklist of Kaprizov and Ovechkin, the Wild and the Capitals. So what we are going to do roll the dice. All right. We're going to roll the dice. So basically, if it lands on 1, 2, or 3, 1, 2, or 3 will go on the left side. 4, 5, or 6, which is this one. 4, 5, or 6 will go to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Okay, good luck. Here we go. Let's roll it. It is a 5. It is going to the right side. So Washington, you win this one. Tampa Bay Lightning, you win this one. And the Calgary Flames, you win this one. So there you go. All right, guys. That is it for me for the random. I will turn this video off. We will run the mini, and then we will get right to our PYT right after that. So I'll see you guys. If you guys are in that PYT, I'll see you guys in a bit. Other than that, the second half of this will be posted tomorrow. Again, I will post in the group what time in the morning. I will post in the morning what time this post will be. The post will go live, and then that way you guys have fair warning to go for it and hopefully fill that up real fast because I feel that second half is going to be fire. All right, guys. Talk to you in probably like 10-15 minutes. All right. Talk to you later. All right. Peace.